Mark your calendars, Arizona ranches will be sold off for unbelievable pricing, starting at only $39.9. Well, I'm happy to report the spirit of America is alive and well here in the 2020s. Now, if you're someone who loves friendly small towns with big personalities, you love the freedom and the independence of the Wild West, and you just get excited when you see sweeping vistas and big, expansive open spaces and natural wonders, this is the place for you. Now I'm here because just down the road is one of the most exciting real estate buying opportunities you'll ever see in the West. Wait until you see this. I am so excited to get out there and show it to you. I'm going to show you the property and show you some of the unbelievable things around the property too. Let's get started. These 5-acre ranches are located in Hackberry, Arizona, in a secluded high elevation valley with gorgeous level terrain. This is your property, your way, with no homeowners association. You can build a home or a weekend cabin. You can RV on the property. You can build casitas, put a tiny home on it, and you can hand it down generationally or sell it if you want to. It's up to you. Whatever you do, it's a perfect spot to enjoy the scenery. Now this is what I would call a Goldilocks elevation. It's not too high where the vegetation cuts out and the winters are too cold. It's not too low where you get the infernal heat of the valley and the dryness. It's just right. You can see from the vegetation up here, it's totally different. This is the same elevation as you find in Sedona, and everybody loves Sedona, and I can see why. It makes all the difference to be on this height. You'll be able to buy a 5-acre ranch for as low as $39.9. That's an astoundingly low price for property of this caliber. There's even great financing available. There is nothing like these on the market. Make sure you book your showing early. They'll fill up quickly. The taxes on these ranches are less than $100 a year. You gotta love Arizona. One of the biggest challenges that you might find when purchasing big tracts of secluded acreage out west is that it may be beautiful, but the services are often way too far away. Well, at Greenwood Ranch nearby Kingman has every available convenience you need, from major medical centers, VA clinic, big box shopping centers. Kingman is a great place to get everything you need, and it's fun. Right on Route 66 with mid-century signage, great retro diners, and historic landmarks everywhere. It is a game changer to have this so close to home. These properties are 100% ownership, not a timeshare, not a lease. And each ranch has its own private road frontage on a county-maintained road with no homeowners association dues. And there's electric available. There are just so many benefits to ownership. For one, you're building equity instead of throwing it out on rent. And you can rent it if you want to and generate some income. You can invite friends and family to stay. You can stay as long as you want, and it's always available to you. You know, it seems like the world has gone completely crazy these days. There is drama everywhere you turn, and it's stressful. People are stressed out. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the axles of that. But when you get out here into this incredibly expansive space where everything's in perfect balance and it is nice and quiet, something happens. Your perspective just changes. It takes you out of your stressful little life and connects you with a much broader picture. And that connectedness just feels awesome. It's like stargazing or traveling. It just changes you. And it lasts long after you've been here. I think this is something that we need essentially. I don't think it's a want. I think it's much more than that. Everyone could use a huge dose of what's happening out here. These properties are located in an area that we refer to as the Golden Spur of the West, because within a 2-hour radius and closer, in every direction, you have some of the most amazing and diverse attractions in the West. These are real wonders of the world. You've got Las Vegas and the Hoover Dam. You've got the Grand Canyon just down the road, Lake Havasu and the Colorado River, Laughlin for great gambling, and Bullhead City on Lake Mojave. Flagstaff, a great place for winter skiing at Snow Bowl at 12,000 feet of elevation on Humphreys Peak. And then there's Sedona, one of the most majestic landscapes in the world. And not to mention all the fun attractions and great towns along historic Route 66. I had a blast dining out at retro diners and getting my Route 66 passport stamped along the way. And then on top of that, there are immense tracts of national and state parkland to explore. It's a lifetime of adventure right in your own backyard. Thanks so much for joining me today. This has been the most amazing road trip, and I'm telling you, we're just scratching the surface. There is an adventure around just about every corner you take in this area. It is limitless. Now, if you're interested in attending the one-day sales event, make sure you call early to set up your showing. This is gonna book up really quickly. This is mind-blowingly over the top perfect. Now, the appointments are gonna be limited. The prices are phenomenal, but it's not an auction. They're set and guaranteed. You're gonna go on a one-on-one tour with one of the sales reps on the property the day of the sale. It's gonna be a super fun time. There's great financing. There's gonna be great food. I look forward to seeing you out here.